They're back with silverware in their hands, and they are deserved winners of the UEFA Nations League 2021.
Well, Didier Deschamps has stuck with the three at the back formation brought in for France's final European qualifier in Albania nearly 10 months ago, and hands a debut tonight to defender Dayot Upamecano, fresh from helping Leipzig to the Champions League semi-finals. Adrien Rabiot is recalled for a first cap in two. That's a better ball forward, and a real chance here. Lloris is quickly off his line to make the initial save. Forsberg to try and return it. An attempt to pick out Grayson in the middle. Chance for the fullback to deliver the cross over the head of Giroud. Punched clear rather unconvincingly by Robin Olsen. Turns this into the danger area. Pontus Jansson, who got his head to it, and again. So importantly getting a foot to it. Spectacular attempt, speculative attempt really, it wasn't too far wide from Lustig. French go forward through Kylian Mbappe. He still managed to trick his way through and somehow from there squeeze it in. Well, Sweden failed to stop him, and Kylian Mbappe comes up with the moment of magic to separate the sides in the final 5 minutes of this first half. Deep delivery, was there to be attacked. Huysen as well. And from Larsson, he just left his leg in to concede the free kick in potentially dangerous territory. Larsson, he's going to have a go. Chris absence, he is the most experienced in the side. But he back for Sweden here may well be required as it's aimed in towards Giroud, wasn't far away at all. Robin Olsen with heart in mouth for a moment. Turn for Griezmann, who got underneath it. Straight at Lloris, but packed plenty of power. The goalkeeper had to deal with it, and then Lucadine away. Taking on Bengtsson, who couldn't prevent the cross from coming in. I think it was a cross, it almost dropped in. To settle it with the second, surely. But saved by Robin Olsen. The referee, though, has pulled it back, and he's given the penalty. Griezmann goes for power and blazes over. And would you believe it, it is the last kick. The shake of the head. And it is the world champions that start their Nations League campaign with a slender victory here, full time, at Friends Arena in Solna. Sweden 0, France 1. Meaning only 4 of this side started the World Cup final against Croatia 2 years ago. Anthony Martial makes the first French start in 2.5 years. Stephen Nzonzi is in the 11 for the first time since the last Nations League. Recalls as well for Longley. They do have options in attack here. A little overhit maybe for Rebic. Lloris had decided to come. Had committed himself.
It's gone an awfully long way, doesn't he, the French goalkeeper. This pass here just overhit from Croatia.
Well, Perisic taking the early shot on, just a minute on the clock. Plenty of height on it from Brozovic. Sissoko, who got his head to it. Lovren to bring it down, on to fire the opening goal. Dejan Lovren for Croatia. The centre-back opening the scoring here. Took it emphatically. France didn't really react to the corner. And Dejan Lovren has capitalised in some style.
Quite simply a fantastic piece of footwork, isn't it? And finished by Dejan Lovren.
And it goes into that danger area where Nzonzi was challenging for it. Croatia looking to pile on the problems for France here. Perisic couldn't manage to get the better of Upamecano, but he has got another corner. There's Griezmann if he can reach it, and he can. Very coolly done by Lovren. Sissoko was in space, tried to play it in first time, looking for Ben Yedder. Covered up by Levakovic. Come back to him. One more comfortable for Hugo Lloris.
Yes, an underhit follow at the first.
More break. Rather fortunately for Martial, Griezmann in support of the goalkeeper. And Levakovic very grateful to have it back in his gloves.
Not quite at the races.
Conte slipping it through. It will break back for Martial. Griezmann to force in the equaliser for the French, and they're back on terms before half-time. They've been below their best so far, have Bleu, but they are level, and Antoine Griezmann has his goal. He missed from the spot at the weekend. He wasn't going to miss that one. Griezmann, not quite. Knew from the moment it left his boot it wasn't quite good enough. Pineda in towards Martial, it will reach him, and he squeezes it in. Would you believe it? What a dramatic turnaround just before half-time. Two in a matter of moments for the French, and Anthony Martial on his... Soko to Pineda, France working it well. Flashed in straight at Levakovic. Instead it's Brekalo who's the furthest forward on the end of this, and still with Brekalo, oh, and they couldn't stop him! All his own work, and he's forced his way through the French defence and just got too much on the finish as well for Hugo Lloris. Josep Brekalo on at half-time, scores his first international goal. Mendy once more, and the less favoured right foot deflected onto the roof of the net as France pushed to try and... Here comes that corner, and it's there to be attacked. Oh, he couldn't keep it out, the goalkeeper. And it's Upamecano to restore the French lead. Towering header from the centre-back, and the world champions. He turns it in wickedly. Perisic couldn't control it. And he had Vida unmarked in the middle as well in front of goal. Here is Camavinga now, and he's going to have a go for goal. Oh, that would have been some start to his international career, and it certainly showcases his confidence. Griezmann to Anthony Martial, big save, Levakovic. And unlike at the end of the first half, he was favoured by the bounce of the ball after that as well, after making the save. Sissoko to Giroud, steps over it, Martial with a touch, Griezmann trying to find the finish, and the referee's given the penalty. Rovman has to be very careful here. Look how close he's getting in leading the protest in the Nations League. It is Olivier Giroud. It's a beautifully taken penalty, and it is 4-2 France. So the substitute Fekir is going to take. Quite have his angles right. Yeah, there goes the full-time whistle, and France have beaten Croatia by 4-2, just as they did.
Passion and focus on display during the anthems. We should get plenty of both during the 90 minutes of football to come. We've certainly got some talent to admire. Here is the cast list. Didier Deschamps makes 9 changes from the thumping French friendly win against Ukraine in the week. From Rabiot, Pogba rises, it's there for Mbappe. Portugal were waiting for a flag, which eventually came.
Yeah, it did for Mbappe, but Pogba's unlucky there because he rises and he's trying to shake that header in at the far post.
Bernardo Silva, Portugal into their stride here, but Lloris collecting from Nelson Semedo. Pogba saw the run of Griezmann, who's got no one with him, so had to go for goal. Rui Patricio had to have strong hands to keep that one at bay. Giroud waits, and it's Rui Patricio who takes command of the situation. It's whipped over towards Ronaldo, who wanted it left. He was screaming for it, and João Felix took it away.
It was a great ball, wasn't it? There was 2 in behind.
I dropped to Giroud. And he didn't quite get hold of it the way he wanted to. It suddenly popped up for him. Semedo keeping close watch. Mbappe might try and bend one, might try and trick them instead. And Rui Patricio had to be alert to the threat, and was.
Great bit of skill from Mbappe.
He's created some room for himself and for Ronaldo, who hits it! And unsurprisingly comes very close indeed to breaking the deadlock.
Forward, so to speak, position.
Pogba with venom, but straight at Rui Patricio. Well played to both sides. Ironic really that with so much attacking talent on the field, it's the defences that have come out on top.
To their match day 2 meeting in the Nations League, Croatia and France go head-to-head again at a crucial stage of this campaign, which reached its halfway point after Sunday's matches. Croatia opened their account in the success here against Sweden, improving prospects of achieving their primary aim of staying at the elite level of this Nations League. Looking for Martial in the middle, it was too close to Levakovic, the goalkeeper. There goes Mendy. Cleared only as far as Griezmann. Oh! Wonderful finish for the French, and they're in front already. Emphatic from Antoine Griezmann, both in the nature of how he took the goal and his response maybe to some of the criticism that had been coming his way since the weekend.
What a strike. It's great work by Mendy initially. I said how left-footed he is and he wants to come inside, but...
Ferdinand Mendy is with him. Has to do that job at right back. I think that one had just gone out of play before operated in that right wing-back role. There's Mbappe, dangerous ball. Oh, Martial is able to reach it, cuts it back on. Mbappe has missed it by a whisker. Must have thought that was about to be two. This could be a key moment in the contest. So close to the break. In it goes towards Longley. Rose well to meet it, but his header just missing that far post.
Terrific ball, right on the money.
Mbappe leaving it. Martial coming in behind him with a flag having stayed down. Clumsy looking challenge from Vida. And the referee allows play to continue in the competitive matches. It is Perisic with the free kick. Nearly, but not quite. In awkwardly, they couldn't quite force it in. Pasalic was trying to profit and very nearly managed it. There's space for Vlasic to hit one. It was awkward, but I think Lloris knew that it was just going wide. Of course, as an option now, this is Brekalo. Also stepping off the bench, and it's into the corner from Vlasic. Wonderful finish, and the equalising goal that Croatia have been threatening. Well, we've seen two special strikes tonight, and that one levels it up. The goal scorer at the weekend as well, and now another one to remember against the world champions for Nikola Vlasic. 1-1. There's a miskick by Lovren, falls at the feet of Pogba. That's saved. It came at Varane quickly. He wasn't quite able to react. Be the fifth and final Croatian change very shortly as France look long for Luka Dean. Really good ball into the box for Mbappe to touch it in and restore the French lead. Having been under pressure at one end, the world champions have their lead back at the other. And just as it was in the World Cup final against Croatia, Kylian Mbappe is on the score sheet.
You see the French players quick to congratulate Paul Pogba.
President of their federation, but here they come again, and again Lloris is in the way. There wasn't quite enough conviction in the... Trying to tee one up, it's Lloris who's able to react and hold on. An awkward moment for the French skipper, certainly. And that will be that. And it's a familiar story for Croatia, who have given the French a significant test in Zagreb tonight, but ultimately come up just short again.
Lloris with the captain's armband for France. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 102 international goals, but none in 5 appearances against tonight's opponents. Griezmann looking again for Martial. Rui Patricio out swiftly to...
Forward one to...
Is Ronaldo! It's a test already for Lloris.
Oh, Ronaldo was always going to shoot, but again it's fairly comfortable for Lloris. I'm not saying he should.
By Griezmann, he's looking for Pogba, and it was Kimpembe got in there just ahead of his teammate. Coman forces the save out of Rui Patricio. Opportunities now at either end. Struck first time and struck cleanly by Bruno Fernandes. Straight at Hugo Lloris. That on by Varane. Rabiot, and off the crossbar from Martial. Real let-off for Portugal. It's a cleverly worked free kick. Ronaldo again. Lloris untroubled. Martial. Thudded into the side netting. Ronaldo! Another big chance.
Yeah, maybe he sees the ball slightly late, but you can tell.
Griezmann. Lucas Hernandez. Martial! Saved again by Rui Patricio, who has been hurt in the process.
It's brilliant goalkeeping, brave goalkeeping, but it...
Kicked in by Bruno Fernandes, helped on by João Felix. Rabiot. Griezmann. Rabiot. It's another fine stop. But it's N'Golo Kanté who is following up, and France take the lead.
Just something I mentioned there about Pogba sitting a bit deeper. N'Golo Kanté being encouraged to get forward, and this is why.
For this, he is, and that wasn't too far away, and he knows it.
You can see what he's saying to his teammates.
Griezmann. He's in good form for Liverpool. He's also been in good form. Easy enough, but it should have been easy enough for Lloris. Oh, it's come back off the post of Jose Font. Well, we saw a neatly worked free kick from France in the first half, which ended with Martial. Pogba. It was a lovely pick out, and perhaps Paul Pogba. Ronaldo. Moutinho. It's a brilliant save by Lloris.
It's just vitally important he makes a flying save. It is a good strike, plenty of power, heading for that top corner.
Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't quite get there. It's really brave defending. Kimpembe flying at that to get it away from the Portugal captain. Lucas Hernandez. Another excellent stop by Rui Patricio as Martial pounced again. Moutinho. Cancelo's cross, missed by everybody. Jota arriving and couldn't quite get enough on it.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on his knees on the goal line.
And in Lisbon, it is finished. Portugal 0, France 1.
France, the world champions win in Solna, set the scene for what has followed in the section. France dropping just 2 points en route to wrapping up top spot with that impressive performance in Portugal at the weekend. One of their best in recent times, according to Didier Deschamps.
Period of time.
France try and respond here with the ball in towards Marcus Thuram, who met it, couldn't quite trouble the target with it. Advance here, Lustig is forward from fullback, looking for Kulusevski, only partially cleared towards Klaassen, trying to pick his way through, and it's in! It's Victor Klaassen, and it's a stunning start for Sweden. The one player brought back into the team tonight is the one on the score sheet. Hugo Lloris left wrong-footed by that. And inside the first 5 minutes, Sweden in front at the home of the world champions.
Unlocking the Swedish door.
Sissoko with the cross and a free header for Giroud in the middle. This is Marcus Thuram. Pulls it back for Giroud, and he finds the target this time. Well-worked goal. It seemed fairly straightforward against the Swedes there. The equaliser for Giroud. Number 43 now in his country's colours. The early pressure that had been building after conceding the opening goal is rewarded. Giroud finds the finish 1-1. 2 in the Nations League, but it might open up for Forsberg. And Sweden now try and take their turn to respond. This is Thuram. Fine footwork, couldn't quite find the finish, but it does break for Benjamin Pavard. And France have turned it around in the first half here. It's the fullback who scored it. Only his second goal for the French. Marcus Thuram played a big part in the build-up as well, and will claim much of the credit here. But France claim the lead, and Sweden as it stands. Now Rabiot, deflection on that, and it needed a smart stop actually from Robin Olsen to just touch it over his bar.
Very much down the middle of the goal, isn't it? Just whips up.
Space to bring it down. And size up the cross, delivered dangerously towards Giroud. And the header snakes wide, real chance there for the French this time. For Kylian Mbappe, in dangerously, really well-worked goal. Olivier Giroud once more is on the end of it. And after the earlier ones that got away, relief in the celebration. He has scored his second goal of the game. France are 3-1 up now. It could be a big blow for Sweden in their battle to stay at this level, certainly. Giroud all smiles after that.
Fill it for them.
Worked this well as well for Mbappe, taking the ball from Lukaku. It's back here for Giroud, and that all started actually from Giroud winning the ball back just in front of his own penalty area. It's Mbappe on the other side. Mbappe have to be careful. Comes all the way through for Kulusevski. Clip it back in dangerously. They've worked it well and touched it on the line by Robin Quaison. Sweden have one back. 3-2. And if they do bow out of Ligue A tonight, then they're not doing so quietly. For Pogba. Giroud chests it down, Griezmann. Snatched at it somewhat, but felt it was there to be taken on first time.
Again, the build-up play is fantastic by the French.
And Kulusevski with the responsibility of delivering the free kick, and he's squandered it somewhat. It's a poor delivery, and it's an open goal here, gaping for Kingsley Coman. Other options as well, but he kept his composure. He rolls it in. France wrap it up with possibly the last kick of the contest. 4-2, Kingsley Coman. Sweden desperately trying to salvage their status at the elite level.
It's been such a fantastic game of football. Slightly farcical, obviously, in the end, but you can't take anything away from Sweden. They committed to try and get something out of this game, but the quality...
Well, in international football, they don't get much bigger than this. The world ranked #1 versus the reigning world champions. A UEFA Nations League semi-final being played in the nation of the reigning UEFA European champions. A drop of the shoulder from him, and a good ball in as well towards Pavard, furthest forward for France. Lukaku, the ball across, so they made a mess of that, France, and what a save by Lloris to deny De Bruyne. That's some stop from France's captain.
It's a crucial, it's a brilliant play, brilliant attacking play, hold-up play initially from...
Linking up well here, Griezmann. Mbappe wasn't the best touch perhaps, but he made it work. Blistering style.
He's unlucky, Mbappe just runs out of pitch.
Gets it back from Carrasco, into Lukaku, can he turn? Ran close to him, De Bruyne! When it drops to Kevin De Bruyne from that sort of position, you just never know. Walk across towards Pavard, knocked on by Griezmann, and Mbappe taking it first time. And the first real save that Courtois had to make. Tielemans from range. We know he can score from range, but that wasn't one of his best. He cleared it effectively. Mbappe trying to stumble through now. There's appeals from France. The referee instead turns to watch Belgium break. And he comes on his right foot, he does, and it's in! He finds the net! Yannick Carrasco breaks the deadlock in this heavyweight duel. Lloris deceived. And the #1 ranked side in the world have their opener. The ball towards Mbappe. It's a tight angle. De Bruyne. Lukaku. Lovely play from Lukaku. Wonderful goal. Emphatic finish. Romelu Lukaku. Lethal. And Belgium take charge of this contest.
It's a sensational piece of attacking play. And as a defender up against Lukaku, he is a nightmare because he mixes his game up. You're never sure.
Given away by De Bruyne to Pogba. Who let rip there. And off target. It's Griezmann to flick it in. It was a decent delivery as well. And Pogba heading over, slapping the ground. Into the penalty area. Mbappe! Oh, they worked it well, but Griezmann couldn't turn it in. Involved in this game, stepping away from Tielemans. Mbappe to Benzema. Works the angle, works the finish. Game on. Karim Benzema. And Mbappe helping in the build-up. The fearsome forwards combining, and France back in business. Pogba. And Pogba flicking it in. Is this the moment? And the flag is up. And then a challenge on Griezmann from Tielemans. This challenge from Tielemans, he certainly catches Griezmann before. Daniel Siebert points to the spot, and this game has turned. And the chance to equalise for France. Mbappe, no problem with that one. And from 2-0 down, France are level in what is shaping up to be some semi-final. Carrasco, good position for Carrasco. De Bruyne, oh, there's lots of power behind that. Mbappe, just for a split second, I thought he'd hit the net, but his reaction says how close that was. And there's a fine block of Pogba, and there's Courtois. But here's Pavard playing it in. That's not the best clearance in the world. Theo Hernandez. Oh! France in the 90th minute. Theo Hernandez with his first goal for his country. And in some fashion, and in some moment, France may have just done it. They may have just done it. It's Pogba! Oh, so close. So close. A truly fantastic turnaround from France. The world champions are into the Nations League final to face Spain.
And now Spain or France will add the Nations League crown to their roll of honour and become the first country to complete such a treble. Both came through extraordinary semi-finals, which illustrated what a high-class competition this recent UEFA initiative has already become. It is a competition, Lee, in which every game counts.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, you think of obviously the build-up. The semi-finals were absolutely magnificent, wasn't they?
It's lovely play again involving Benzema, Mbappe, Pogba. Luis Enrique's got some thinking to do. And there's no flag, and Benzema trying to tee up Mbappe, and the flag didn't go up. Sometimes we wait to see it. It was a very well-timed run, but he just took it. Marcos Alonso, the old bluff. He's scored a few past Hugo Lloris. Going central now. And it's a clever pass too. It's a difficult shot really on the spin. Pogba. Just too much on it. Griezmann who comes from deep. Pavard. And Mbappe was going through the gears. Marcos Alonso defended nobly for Spain here. Benzema. Oh, it's hit the underside of the bar. Theo Hernandez. So close to another pivotal goal in his fledgling international career. And here's Busquets, the Spain way. Trying to get it through. Oh, yes, Abel! Seconds after France have hit the bar, Spain hit the front.
Well. Who would instigate that move? That man, Sergio Busquets, an excellent pass through the middle. And then you've got to say, it did bounce around a little bit, but excellent.
Marcos Alonso for Gavi.
Better in the second half.
Here's Benzema. Oh! Unbelievable! Karim Benzema, a bolt from the blue for Les Bleus, and Spain held the lead for moments, and Karim Benzema. There's another chance for a special moment here for Mbappe. Just rushed it a little bit, probably had time just to set the sights. Pretty soft centre, they got through to score. It'll be a corner. Rodri from range. Surely not another one. Here's a chance for Mbappe. And he's made the most of this one. As if the stoppage and the change rather threw off Spain's concentration. And Luis Enrique's seen a 1-0 lead slip and slip significantly now. They're 2-1 down.
Spain look like they're asking the question to Anthony Taylor. Was he offside? They stopped, they looked at the official, but what a finish from Mbappe.
Let's give it away. And what a stop by Lloris to keep France in front and stop Oyarzabal beating him for a second time. Could have had on this final, but now tries to put his name on the score sheet, but his work around purpose, and they have struck with purpose, coming from behind again. The reigning world champions are now on the Nations League Roll of Honour. They're back with silverware in their hands, and they are deserved winners of the UEFA Nations League 2021.